G'day everyone, Jason here. So, let's talk about something foundational, something that often gets overlooked in our quest for strength and fitness, but mate, it's absolutely crucial. I'm talking about posture. Good posture isn't just about looking confident, though it definitely helps with that, making you walk into any room feeling like $1,000,000. It's fundamentally about your overall health, how your body functions, how you breathe, and even how you feel day to day. Think about it. A solid, upright posture can reduce strain on your muscles and joints, prevent back pain, and even boost your energy levels. It's the framework that supports everything else you do, both in and out of the gym. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Posture? Isn't that just about remembering to sit up straight? Well, yes and no. While awareness is key, actively strengthening the right muscles makes maintaining good posture almost effortless, like it's second nature. And that's where today's video comes in. We're not diving into any of that confusing bro science you hear floating around. Instead, I'm going to share some powerful weightlifting moves, the kind that are seriously recommended by physios, trainers, and movement experts, all designed to specifically target and fortify the muscles that hold you tall and proud. These aren't just random exercises, they're strategic weapons in your arsenal against slouching. We're going to break down each movement, focusing on how it directly contributes to improving your posture, building that core strength, and getting those shoulders back where they belong. These lifts will help you build a resilient, balanced physique that not only looks good, but feels incredible and functions at its peak. So, if you're ready to ditch the slump, stand taller, and unlock a new level of strength and confidence, you're in the right place. Let's get into these game-changing exercises that will have you looking and feeling more powerful almost instantly. Alright, let's kick things off with a true powerhouse, an absolute monarch of lifts, the deadlift. Now I know some folks get a bit intimidated by deadlifts, but when done correctly, they are phenomenal for building a rock-solid foundation for your entire body, especially your posture. We're talking about engaging pretty much every major muscle group, but crucially for posture, the deadlift hammers your posterior chain. That's your hamstrings, your glutes, your erector spinae muscles running up your back, all the muscles responsible for holding you upright, for keeping that spine long and strong against the pull of gravity and the daily grind of sitting or looking down at screens. When you perform a deadlift with good form, you're essentially training your body to maintain a neutral spine under load, which translates directly to better posture in everyday life. It teaches your body to recruit those powerful back and leg muscles to do the heavy lifting, rather than putting strain on your lower back. Think of it as building an internal scaffold of strength. Every rep reinforces that upright position, strengthening the very muscles that tend to weaken and lead to that dreaded slouch. It's not just about lifting heavy, it's about lifting smart to build a resilient and aligned physique from the ground up. Next up, we've got the bent over row, a classic move for a reason, and an absolute champion for your upper back. If you find your shoulders rounding forward, maybe from hours at a desk or just old habits, this exercise is your new best mate. The bent over row directly targets the muscles in your mid and upper back. Think your rhomboids, your lats, and your traps. These are the very muscles responsible for scapular retraction, which is a fancy way of saying pulling your shoulder blades back and down, opening up your chest, and instantly improving that slumped over look. The beauty of this movement is its direct counteraction to the daily forward hunch. As you pull the weight towards your chest, you're actively engaging and strengthening those muscles that are often stretched and weakened in people with poor posture. Consistent work with bent over rows helps to create a muscular balance between the front and back of your torso. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about creating functional strength that supports your spine, reduces the likelihood of shoulder impingement, and allows you to carry yourself with more authority and ease. It's a game changer for that strong, open-chested posture. Now let's talk about a seriously underrated hero in the fight against slouching, the face pull. This one might not look as heavy-duty as a deadlift, but trust me, its impact on your posture is immense. Face pulls target the smaller, often neglected muscles like the rear deltoids, the rotator cuff muscles, and the mid-traps and rhomboids. These muscles help pull your shoulders back and externally rotate them, directly combating that forward roll posture. Think about all the time we spend with our arms in front of us typing, driving, eating. This shortens the front muscles and weakens the ones at the back. Face pulls reverse this pattern. By pulling the rope towards your face and externally rotating your shoulders, you're strengthening those posterior muscles, improving shoulder health, and creating better alignment. It's a brilliant corrective exercise that opens up your posture and keeps those shoulders healthy. Alright, let's move on to an exercise that's deceptively simple but honestly incredibly effective for building total body stability. And you guessed it, fantastic posture, the farmer's carry, sometimes called the farmer's walk. It's exactly what it sounds like. You pick up some heavy weights, one in each hand, and you walk. It might seem basic, but the benefits are huge. When you're carrying a significant load, your body has to work incredibly hard to maintain an upright, stable position. Your core fires up like crazy, your traps and shoulders engage to support the weight, and your back extensors work to keep your spine straight and tall. This exercise is brilliant because it mimics real-life functional strength. Think carrying heavy shopping bags or luggage. To perform it effectively and avoid leaning to one side or hunching over, you're forced to engage your core, brace your torso, keep your shoulders pulled back and down, and maintain a proud chest. It trains your body to resist being pulled out of alignment. The longer you walk, the more you challenge your postural endurance. It's a fantastic way to build that deep intrinsic strength that keeps you standing tall without even thinking about it, improving your balance and overall resilience. Let's take it overhead with the overhead press, also known as the military press or shoulder press. This is a fundamental movement for building strong, powerful shoulders, but its benefits for posture are often overlooked. When you press a weight directly overhead, your body has to be incredibly stable and aligned. To do this safely and effectively, you need to engage your core to prevent your lower back from arching, and you need to keep your thoracic spine, your upper back, extended. It naturally encourages you to adopt a tall, elongated posture. Think about the movement. As you push the weight upwards, your scapulae or shoulder blades have to rotate upwards correctly, and your entire spine, from your tailbone to the crown of your head, needs to be in a strong, neutral position. This strengthens the deltoids, triceps, and upper traps, but also the smaller stabilizing muscles around your shoulder girdle and your core. Regularly incorporating overhead presses into your routine can significantly improve your ability to maintain a tall, aligned spine, fighting against the tendency to hunch and promoting a more open and confident stance. It's a real test and builder of total upper body stability. Now for another fantastic movement that specifically targets those often neglected muscles of the upper back and rear shoulders, the reverse fly. Similar in some ways to the face pull, but typically performed with dumbbells or on a pec deck machine in reverse. This exercise is brilliant for building strength in your rhomboids, middle and lower trapezius, and posterior deltoids. These are the key muscles that help retract your shoulder blades, pulling them back towards your spine and down, which is absolutely essential for correcting rounded shoulders and improving overall upper body posture. When you perform reverse flies, you're actively working against the forces that pull you into a slouched position. Imagine you're trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades as you lift the weights out to the sides. This focused contraction helps to build endurance in these postural muscles, making it easier to maintain an upright posture throughout your day. It's not about lifting super heavy weight here, it's about controlled movement and really feeling those target muscles work. Consistently doing reverse flies will help create better symmetry and strength in your upper back, leading to a more open chest and a visibly improved stance. Last but certainly not least, let's get into a real core challenger that also does wonders for your back and postural stability, the plank row, often called the renegade row. This exercise is a fantastic compound movement because it combines the core stabilizing benefits of a plank with the back strengthening action of a row. To perform it correctly, you have to maintain an incredibly rigid plank position that means a straight line from your head to your heels, while alternately rowing a dumbbell with one arm. This anti-rotational aspect is key. Your core muscles, including your obliques rectus abdominis and transverse abdominis, have to work overtime to prevent your hips from twisting or sagging as you lift the weight off the floor. Simultaneously, the rowing arm is strengthening your lats rhomboids and biceps much like a traditional row. This combination is gold for posture because it builds incredible stability through your entire torso, teaching your body to remain strong and aligned even when faced with an unbalanced load. It promotes a powerful, upright stance by strengthening the very foundation your posture is built upon. So, there you have it, team. A solid lineup of powerful weightlifting moves specifically chosen to help you build incredible strength and instantly start fixing your posture. We've covered everything from foundational lifts like the deadlift to targeted exercises like face pulls and reverse flies. Remember, consistency with these movements is what will truly transform your posture and how you carry yourself. It's not about a quick fix, but about building sustainable strength that supports you day in and day out. Integrating even a few of these into your regular training routine will make a massive difference, not just in how you look, but in how you feel. More energy, less pain, and a whole lot more confidence. As you start incorporating these exercises, please focus on your form. Proper technique is absolutely paramount, not just for getting the best results for your posture, but also for preventing injuries. Start with lighter weights if you're new to these movements, really nail the mechanics, and then gradually increase the load as you get stronger and more confident. It's always better to lift a lighter weight with perfect form than to ego lift with sloppy technique. Your body will thank you for it in the long run, and you'll build that strong, resilient posture much more effectively. And on that note, if you're unsure about your form, or if you have any pre-existing conditions, I strongly encourage you to consult with a qualified personal trainer or a physiotherapist. They can help you master these lifts safely, tailor them to your specific needs, and ensure you're on the right track to achieving that strong, upright posture we're all aiming for. Thanks so much for watching. Give these exercises a go, and let me know how you get on. Stand tall, train smart, and I'll see you in the next video.